welcome back to Live and Breathe Horses. It's a bit of a wild, windy day here today. Are you a little bit on the alert, Biscuit? So I was just about to go for a nice little ride, and I was thinking about our process, how we're doing. And there's something that for me is so important in educating our horses, and that is about repetition and practice. You know, as they say, only perfect practice makes perfect. So when we are practicing, when we want to educate our horses in a way that gives them the best learning opportunity, it's so important that we stick with something until they get it, and then move on to something else. And then we will have to keep coming back, you know, and we understand we might have to do things hundreds, thousands and thousands of times, because when we are learning, when they're learning, they'll get it, but just because they've got it, it's not confirmed. My teacher, my classical teacher, Miguel, he was really big on this, you know. Okay, they've got it, but now just go off and do it 10,000 times so it's confirmed. Especially when it's retraining or doing things that the horse has been troubled by in the past, because they may seem to have got it when everything's nice and calm, but as soon as there's something that stresses them out or reminds them of past troubles, then they can easily revert back. So it's replacing the new healthy response reaction to replace the old one. And when we're teaching them new things as well, you know, that we have to keep practicing it in all different kinds of circumstances. And okay, we can take, it's not like we have to be drilling, bam, 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 but that we stay with that thing, have breaks, you know. I'm always talking about having a pause. You know, just take a moment of relaxation, and you know that can let us settle, come back down, and it allows the horse to process, you know, and that we're not overwhelming them with too much information. So a typical example of this, I was working with a student the other day, would be horses that are a bit dead on the sides, or sometimes not a bit, sometimes a lot. So of course no horse is born like that. This is like all issues that they have is put in by us humans. Even though we might be doing our best isn't always good enough for the horse. So it's just a thing of us constantly being able to keep learning. So this horse, like I say, was very dead to the legs. And of course they can feel a fly. You know, that horse be always lazy, always dead. No, he's not. He's just been shut down, just having too much done all the time. You know, that's one of the things, again, I most often say to people, yeah, it's fine what you're doing, but you're doing 1,000 times more than necessary, or maybe even more than that. So that example would be, you know, to ride the horse as if he was going to respond to nothing, like you do, eh, Biscuit? Although, you see, he's been ridden a lot in lessons by unaware riders, and he can fall into that quite easily if we're not aware. What's going on with that wind? So, first of all, offer them a good deal, you know. Assume, really believe they are going to respond to nothing, you know. Come up with your energy forward, that should be enough. If that's not enough, a light little tap to say, hey, come on, listen to my body language. And when that's not enough, then we have to come in and make sure we get it done. And that is the important thing that I've talked about a lot as well, is light legs, that we don't tense up and hold the horse, you know, that we tap, this is the horse, this is our legs, and I'm the horse. So we like tap with a loose leg, tap. And as soon as they get a response, stop and reward. They don't have to keep going, just that they listen. So we need to keep repeating that, going in with a good deal, assuming they'll go, nope, okay, bam. And not to wait too long, a couple of seconds. And if they don't listen, hey, come on. Once they do that, then we need to keep repeating it. Come back and repeat until they respond to the initial signal, you know. So like I always say, the process is first to have it very clear in your mind what you want, the intention, you know, and then it's body language and energy. So in the case of this going forward, which is a good example, typical example, it would just be, I'd be sitting down relaxed on my horse, bring my pelvis up, energy up, look up, off we go. And if he doesn't go, a light tap with a leg. So the legs really comes after. We shouldn't even really need them when we get our horse listening, because they are so in tune, so much more than we realise, you know. And most horses just have to shut down because people are constantly doing too much, and they're gripping and they're pulling and then they're pushing with the legs and then they're tightening everything. And I was saying to a student the other day, you know, she was so tight in her legs. And of course, the horse just freezes up. You know, you might as well somebody holding you around the middle and then saying, run. And you're like, well, let me go. And I'd be able to move. Sorry, Biscuit. Are you okay there? You're not looking very relaxed. He's like, well, there's a lot of windy things going on today. Anyway, this is such an important point in the education of your horse. You know, whatever it is you're doing, perfect practice. Repeat it again and again and again. Have a break. Repeat it again and again and again. And then the next day, and then the next day. And of course, you can mix it in between with doing some other things. But whenever possible, without drilling on the horse and boring them too much, because you take little breaks and know when to quit, when, okay, that's as good as I'm going to get today, is also a very important practice. You've got a bit of outshot there, Biscuit. Oh dear. So anyway, stick with it. Hey, Biscuit, we're going to stick with it today. What are we sticking with today? Huh? Relax. Come on, Biscuit, relax. There we go. Have a little relax. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. Keep tuning into the light, and we will look forward to see you next time. You're looking very worried still, Biscuit. Let's see. Let's move the feet a little bit and see if we can get a bit of a change of expression. There was a little thinking ear. You see? We're having a little PS moment now. So it's so important to watch your horse's expression. I say this a lot, you know, and it's that same thing. If I want to see if he's okay, I might want to keep doing something around here until we get a little change of expression, you know, a little movement of the jaw, a movement of the ear. Hey, Biscuit. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. There we go. There's a nice little flicks of the eye, little flicks of the ear starting. There's some thinking going on there. Nice little breath. Anyway, we're going to carry on, so look forward to see you next time.